Here we are, getting tired of waiting for us, weren't you? Nice. And another thing is, why did the stone work the second time but not the first? Is there any faster way to get into the world map? I don't think so. Would be nice though. So yeah, it was here. Ulbrig was almost killed. There's even still a skeleton there. I wonder if it's his brother. And I wonder if it's actually his brother, or if it's just like, because Sarkorians see their tribe as kin. It's like, you're all brothers and sisters to me. Let's just rest. This weird place where you had to rest in a very specific place. Here. Here you go. You were right. When I pray for the souls of those I killed, I feel lighter afterward. The next step is to forgive yourself for being lost in the darkness. There was nothing else you could have done. They say forgiving yourself is the hardest part. Let's hope no monsters ambush us. Alright, ready to rock and ready to rumble. I hope. At least all rested up. See, but there's nothing more to take. So, back to Dresden. I think that was actually the longest companion quest so far we had. I mean, just compare it with speaking to Sosiel about the gambling thing. So, what's next? Can go... No, we didn't find out anything about the mad half-elf woman. So we can go to Dresden. I think that's the next logical step. Just wrap up... I think Winter Sun. Then we can go to the Court of Dreams. So, Dresden first, I think. And we can do Crusade Management, of course. Here. Let's see if we can hire some new units. We have Marksman and Sparemen. I don't think we have much use for them, honestly. What are those? Ah, that's us. That's the heroes. Just wanna put them a bit more together, so I don't lose the overview. Here you go. And now, let's buy some clerics. Some houndmasters. Was kind of hoping for them to be rangers. Look at the moustache from the conscripts. Oh well. Maybe some archers and some champions. Maybe it would be wise to have some mounted scouts. But I don't think we have the room in our army. Our main army. No. I mean, we could get rid of the rangers. It's just 9, it's nothing. So maybe let's just do it like that. Here. Hop. Alright. Let's buy more of them. Let's see. It's just the same. It's still just the same. Alright. Anyway. Here we go. So, I think the next time we could go up here with our main army. There are quite some demons. Alright. Back to Dresden. Back to Irobuff. And... Alright. Let's see how much Citadel business we have to attend before we can do anything. Anivia. Commander, Anivia greets you with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking characters hanging out in a cove not far from here. They invite passerbys to go treasure hunting, promise them untold riches. Apparently there have been folks who bought their tails and went with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating, what do you reckon? Sounds quite intriguing, so tell me more. This is the place, the Murky Grotto. Anivia marks the spot on the map. There are two of them, a fat guy and a scrawny guy. Could be your everyday bandits, but what if they're cultists? Anyway, I'd go check out just to be safe. We spent so much time on Ulbrig that it kind of feels weird to go back to the main story. Doesn't it? I mean, it was like almost 4 hours. Like, kind of its own game. And yeah, I would definitely agree. I really like that. The Sarkorian thing. And Ulbrig is really cool. Have there been many reports like that? A whole heap of them. In this Worldwound of ours, cultists, spies, crooks and lunatics are all over the place. I usually don't do report this kind of stuff to you, I just deal with it myself. Those treasure hunters, my gut's telling me they are a special case. Something that only you can deal with. Alright, very well, I'll look into it. Thank you for your report. It's actually, it's actually a DLC, but it's, kinda grindy, so, yeah, I won't do it in this Let's Play, because I don't think it's interesting to watch. It's mainly fights. So yeah, just let you know. An entire grove seems to be heading your way. A creaking procession of treants and moving trees approaches you, the leaves rustling. How would a tree talk? How do you imitate that voice? Like either very floating, like the leaves, or very rumbling, like the bog. Greetings, Lushbringer, O most worthy leader of 3 Crusaders, said the treant, whose bark is cracked and gnarled. I am Sharantel, the Rock Cleaver. Like everyone else who has come with me, I am a guardian of the perished woods of Sarkoris. Demons are our sworn enemies. They destroyed our corrupted our forests and drained or poisoned the rivers that nurtured them. Unable to cope with the loss, many of my brethren have succumbed to insanity. Where spring sap once flowed in their veins, now only fury and madness remains. Those of us who retained our sanity guarded the last remaining pockets of forest in the Worldwound without hope. But then, without one nave of immortal sand, the abyss-blighted soil was turned to a flowering garden. Where we learned of this miracle, we came here to support you and your cause, for the sake of forests that perish and those that will be born on the healed land. The treant pauses and ends his oration on a grand note. I beg of you, O most worthy one, to recruit us as 3 Crusaders and allow us to join the ranks of your allies and fight under your banners. 3 Crusaders. Sure, why not? Logan Aldori, you should bear in mind that the treants are accompanied by quickwoods, carnivorous plants that often hunt humans. Recruiting them would be akin to letting a pack of ravenous wolves loose in your house. I sense a faint note of anger in the rustling and creaking coming from the Scarantel and his fellow creatures. Do not insult us so, stranger. We wouldn't come a long way here and extend a branch of friendship and support just to betray our allies' trust. Treants are shepherds to quickwoods, and we ensure they do harm to no one. You don't expect us to abandon them to the demons, do you? They, too, are living creatures just like you and every other Crusader. But can you really be assured that your charges won't harm anyone? Look, Logan Aldori, the best choice for you and those who trust you would be to refuse to accept them as crusaders. Still, if you choose to let them join, make the trance tell you where their groves are located and promise to burn them down in retaliation for the Quickwood's wrongdoings, should there be any. That's quite odd coming from an Azata. On the one hand, it's very unfree and mistrustful, and especially the last part is very vengeful. I'm kind of surprised. Or I at least expected Azata with chaotic good to be very different. And it's an evil option to say, I let you join on the conditions Early Sunset mentioned. Why are you evil? Okay, so we can be evil and say like, you can join, but if you do anything, we burn everything to the ground. Okay, the chaotic one would be like, yeah, leave them behind. And the good option is to just accept it. I guess those are the Quickwoods, those behind there. Well, Logan is not very trustful, but still hoping to see the good in everyone, so threaten our ally for something that have not yet done and probably never will. Out of the question. I will accept Scarantel and his friends as my allies without these cruel conditions. I mean, I also kinda trust them, or hope I can trust them, that they take care of the Quickwoods, that they don't kill anyone. Trains and Quickwoods respond with agitated humming and rustling. For a moment, you feel like you're standing on a dense canopy in the middle of a downpour. Thank you, Lushbringer. Your trust is an honor, and we will prove ourselves worthy of it. Now, if you'll allow me, we've heard tell of a special ritual you perform over your allies. Unite them as crusaders. We don't quite understand all the details of those titles and regalia, but we'd not like to see ourselves going without. We want to be full-fledged members of your company. Genuine enthusiasm rings in the train's voice. I mean, of course we sing the Song of Elysium. I will knight you, but you must learn how to play music. Scarantel makes a halting attempt to creak through the tune. Your costumes are quite unusual, but intriguing. Thank you for the honor. We head to your court and help our brothers and sisters in whatever way we can. Ah, that song. The Fifth Crusade is that theme called, and it's amazing. I love it. Captain Odin salutes you and looks over the military council intently. Our intelligence was correct. Koromazala... close enough. Host marches on Resin. In his position, the wisest course of action upon reaching the walls would be to lay siege and wear down our forces with nuisance raids. However, my experience tells me that he will act differently. This is going to be a full-on assault, a decisive display of his power. When the enemy moves in our position, we must meet them with a hail of arrows from the walls, gaining full advantage of our superior defense position. To prepare our army for this battle, I propose to pass a reform and increase the presence of ranged troops in our ranks. I believe light-armed slingers, a great number of whom can be trained quickly, will be adequate for our purposes. And once the demons get to them, every one of those slingers will be slaughtered. I say we only recruit experienced, seasoned rangers who've traveled far and wide and know how to defend themselves in any situation. Captain Odin is correct to assume that our ranged troops can manage with light armaments. However, the troops themselves must be of exemplary quality to complete the task at hand. I suggest we pick the most adept archers we have and have them undergo rigorous training until they become true marksmen. In every forest where animals are found, there are hunters plying their trade. These folk don't need to be taught how to shoot. They rely on their keen eye and steady hand every day to put food on the table for their families. Put a call for hunters pay them what they're worth and let them kill cultists and ooglins for us instead of rabbits and deer. Okay, so I think it's once again a unit transformation decision. So hey, we can make everyone into Rangers. So Seelah's option. I think the Rangers are probably the one with the most damage. So 13 to 20 and 80 hit points. Oh, snipers have very little HP, but lots of damage. The sniper one was Regill, I think. Was it? With the hunters. They can attack twice, I guess. They kind of seem like a good compromise. Or slingers. Slingers don't seem like a good idea. I think either going for the marksman or for the rangers. I mean, since with the melee troops, we went also for squishy but strong, so for glass cannon, let's take the rangers so we have a little bit of resistance when they're at. But I mean, they're ranged, so they're not often attacked. Let's go for squishy. I prefer to strengthen the army with snipers. Regill nods silently. I hope these measures will be enough to repel Koromazar's onslaught, and if not, those who come to take our place will learn from our mistakes and fare better. What kind of motivation is that? Oh, if we die, there will be more experienced ones. Arabeth. Iris' eyes are vacant. Her thoughts are clearly somewhere far away. Seeing you, though, she snaps to attention. Hail, Commander. I actually found out how the demons snuck up upon us. It won't happen again. Arabeth nods grimly. We no longer need fear surprise attack. But news of what the demons did to their prisoners have spread through the ranks. The fate is truly horrible. You did the wise thing in sending them to the mongrels. I hope they'll be able to find at least some semblance of normal life. Alright. Let's do some management. Glory to the heroes. Okay. The end of the world. What a nice event. Priests of various faiths are asking the commander to banish the followers of a small sect that believes in the imminent demise of Golarion. These doomsayers scorn the gods with their words and demand that everyone bow down before the inevitable end. We can send them on suicide missions, we can silence them, we can permit them from preaching, or we can try to reconcile them with other priests, which is a good option. Yeah, let's try to reconcile them. Upon hearing what Sosiel, an adept theologian, has to say, the sectarians spoke with the clergy and reached a certain consensus. They agreed to be more discreet. After all, the end of the world is coming either way, so there's no reason to quarrel on its brink. The fate of the Soulshear. When Son Vane turned to evil, his battlehammer was reforged into a glaive named Soulshear and charmed by a demoness named Minago. Now, this weapon is in the Crusaders' hands, and only they can decide whether to use its power. So we can leave it as it is, we can cleanse it, or we can charm it. Okay, it's always adamantine and always has a +3 enchantment. If we cleanse it, we get Lay on Hands, Fervent Channel Energy, which is nice. If we leave it as it is, we can heal, we can summon demons when we kill, which is nice, but quite evil. We can charm it so we get bonus to saving throws. Nah, let's cleanse it. Alright. Fate of the Phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. A skilled craftsman can do some work on the relic. Let's do that. So I think the next thing to do is to go to our court.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I think I just want to look if we can talk to companions. Oh, we can talk to with Ulbrig, and we can talk with Finian. Yeah. So let's talk with Finian. Wherever he is, here he is. Want to chat? I'm always up for a chainwag. You know, Finian, we got ambushed by cultists who spoke of some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. Finian's tone is grim. All too well, he was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimens they wanted from you, but maybe they thought I had stolen something from them. Wait, I just remembered something. His voice turns hopeful. That bladesmith workshop was just outside Is, right by the walls. If Gorum is willing, we are ever in those parts. I beat the hell out of the scumbag for all he did to me. Ha, finding this cultist was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle right now, just say the word. It's like I can feel this newfound strength. When you go to Is, make sure to bring me along. Nice. Does that mean he's stronger now? As a weapon? I think so. There are more bonuses now. Alright. Let's go talk to Ulbrig, and then we leave. Where do you think Ulbrig is around? I have no idea.
Here we go.
Maybe in the tavern? I could imagine him being there. Why is it loading so long? Ulbrig. There. Are you standing on the walls? Why are you standing down there? We'll see. Looks like it's this one, close to heavens. Ah, this array heals allies. Nice. So many abilities. Ah, there he is. Ulbrig runs his fingers through his red beard pensively. Well, how about that, War Chief? The wolf revealed the truth to me, and now I understand even less than before. What exactly can you tell me about Gundrun after all of that? Well, on the one hand, it's a sorry sight to behold. It's a tiny town of displaced refugees and vagrants. Our customs, our old faith, they are in tatters. But on the other hand, somehow, some way, the people of Gundrun have made it through all these years. Despite everything, they survived. And surviving despite everything is the greatest Sarkorian custom of all. So, who knows, maybe Sarkorians will someday rise from Gundrun like a forest from a single seed. You know, Karen Rice said you haven't remembered everything yet. Do you? She's right, I haven't. There were no lies in that vision, but there sure were a lot of blanks and riddles. Karen and I said I'm hiding something from myself, something I don't want to remember. But that's hui. Why would I keep secrets from myself? Oh dear Ulbrig. Everyone does, to a certain degree. You know what the strange thing about that vision was? My own brother killed me, that much I remember clearly, but... Ulbrig fiddles with a braid in his beard thoughtfully. I had a big family, you know. I can name every one of them, from my great-grandfather to my nephews. But my brother, the one who betrayed me, I can't remember his name or his face, anything at all. Funny, that. Ah, let's do that. Ulbrig, do you maybe want to spend some time together? Alone? How could I say no to that? Aww. Fade to black and back in our quarters. Good enough strength for another couple of go rounds. Oh well. Seems like we had some fun.
Can't make the demons wait.
Yeah. Wrong way. Don't want to jump out of the window. Outside. Yeah, I think let's keep to this setup, right? I think it's a good one. Yeah. So let's go to the Court of Greaves. All your characters are fatigued. That surely won't harm me.